morning, Pulsicans. Happy Pump Wednesday. This is a great day. This is Pulse Chain's loudest megaphone here, screaming into the stratosphere that we are at the right place at the right time, and the charts are proving it right now in real time. How we doing, guys? We feeling good? Let's get that into focus. Boom, Pulse Chain, baby. A little bit of Pulse X, the dark horse. We are riding this wave. I got the Pulse X glasses on today. And yeah, man, I'm feeling good today, guys. This is absolutely amazing. It's kind of what we've been talking about all week, you know, with the ideology that we were having to pull back because it's just right on cue with the market cycle. That's what we're talking about. It was right on cue of what we were expecting, and the Interpool FUD, guys, was nothing, in my opinion. It was just the news for the charts to match up to the charts. That's all it was. A good TA guy, which I am not. A good TA guy, though, will tell you, you know, he doesn't need the news. He only needs the charts. And but what I am getting kind of good at is I'm a student of cycles. I'm a student of market cycles. I believe that this time is different narrative will never hold true. I believe the 4-year cycles will stay intact until we get off the dollar standard, until we go to CBDC's bug eater digital currency. Then the 4-year cycle might shift. Something might happen there. But for as long as we are on this shitty dollar Ponzi standard, 4-year cycle stays intact. That is my honest opinion. And then we can analyze and be students of that. And look, okay, this dip before inauguration happens every 4 years. And the news of Interpool FUD, who gives a shit? So he beat up a 16-year-old that was fudding hex. I joke about it because I don't. It's all bullshit. That's why. And yeah, so good thing he didn't FUD Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Ink, man. Of course, I wasn't around back then. Probably as 2021. I saw that news is when that transpired. But anyways, other relatable news that is absolutely asinine. Is that a word? Asinine? I think it is. I've heard it before. Is like, okay, guys, maybe you can like wrap my head around this because I don't understand it. SEC suing Elon right now, right before the chair switches. Like, is this just it's a fucking waste of taxpayer money. Like, you're going to come in and initiate a lawsuit and put all this money to work for the new administration to come in and go, are you effing kidding me? And then throw it out. Please help me understand this. If he's just not being, you know, completely, I don't even know what the word is anymore. Yeah, guys, I just don't understand it at all. And maybe you guys can help me conceptualize it. Please, let's mastermind about this. Help educate me on what the thought process is here, and try to think it through from their side. I'm trying to like what in the hell? What a big effing waste of money to go and sue Elon right now, 5 days before inauguration, and be 5 days before you're freaking leaving the chair. I don't understand it. And it kind of makes me mad that they're wasting money like that. It shows that they're being very vindictive. They're very pissed off, and they're trying to make a point, I guess. I don't know. Which also, if they're so vindictive to waste our money, it's our money, guys. Well, it is our money. I got to pay these freaking assholes $42,000 next month. This month, actually, end of this month. You know, it raises the question that, well, what makes you think, why would they be vindictive? And they're the ones that called Interpol and started this whole mess, you know, because they know they're losing the case or it's going to get thrown out or whatever it may be. You know, kind of like a last Hail Mary, F you, middle finger kind of thing. even though it doesn't do anything. Like, what is suing Elon right now accomplish? Absolutely effing nothing. Nothing. But waste our freaking money. That's all it does. So if they're going to do that, then they're the ones that definitely were the ones who called Interpol and started that whole shit show. And they've been going after all these cryptocurrency projects with bad faith. 100%. This only solidifies it, that's a word. It solidifies, or like just it reassures, or it. I know for sure now, right? Like that this is all this whole shit show's been. It's a big waste of our money. It's freaking stupid. Like, really. Thanks for proving us right, dumbass semen demon guzzler. Thanks for proving us right there. Confirmation of you being an ass for the last however many years you've been. I don't even know how long he's been in the office there. And the SEC chairman, he's a freaking asshole, wasting all our money. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. But I just, wanted to rant a little bit about that. And if you guys are seeing something that I'm not seeing, please educate me. Please. I'm just a dude on the internet who speculates on his own money, his own life, his own health, his own mental framework, right? That's all I do on here. This is never financial advice or mental advice or spiritual advice or health advice, which I do got some talk about on the health side. I wanted this real quick for you guys out there who do follow me on that. Some really cool stuff that I'm still doing so much research, and it's awesome. But I don't want to get too much off topic here. Yeah, I just don't understand. Besides just them trying to give us one more middle finger, please educate me. Please try to make me see the other side. I do not. Besides a big old freaking waste of our taxpayer money that a lot of us do pay taxes in, right? I paid taxes all the way up until 2023. Still owe a tax bill that I'm going to pay. But that's why I made it my life mission. Well, one of my life's mission, right? It's like not the top priority, but like it's like second, third on the financial side of like how not to pay taxes, how to get out of that freaking scam. Because look what they do with our money. Look what they do. We pay them and they go do shit like this. It's an absolute waste. Do you know how expensive it is to freaking sue people and go to court and hire all these lawyers and go there? Like, oh my God, this is so much money, millions and millions of dollars to waste. For what? I don't know. Once again, I'm ranting, but I would love if you guys educated me on this. I would be just, to see the other side, at least something on the other side of what he is thinking. I don't know. But on good news, we are freaking pumping, man. And I love the Seeker chart. Let's check it out. Now, it doesn't mean that ETH is catching a hard bid. We want ETH to catch a bid, but that's all right. We are catching a bid against ETH. You can see right here, it says Pulse, Method, and E-shirts on the weekly. In fact, let's put in the candles. Look at that. Looky there. That second weekly candle coming off of what pretty much, for me and my money, was determining was the bottom of this pullback. And we are forming nicely right off, bouncing right off of that on the weekly. It's insane. Now, obviously, yes, we got to follow through the rest of the week for that candle to hold. We have to close out the candle. I know it's only Wednesday, but freaking awesome. Look, Pulse back at a half sack price, up 12% on the day. Come on, man. What else do you guys want? That's the layer one, by the way. I mean, the Pulse is up 12%, then the other things are up way more. For example, like Pulse X, almost a freaking double of what Pulse is. It's 21.62%. Same with Inc, 21.95. We got Hex back at 1.56. Let's go. The biggest position in my portfolio right there is Hex. I need one of these things for Hex. I had one. I gave it to my brother for Christmas. Actually, that was like last Christmas. I need to get one ordered for this bull run for me. That's awesome. 1.5 cents, guys. Back. This is going to freaking crush it this cycle. Man, imagine, even with Auntie Carol's Christmas cookies coming in, and even if they're not the greatest, the biggest, most likely outcome, even on the bad news side, would be Hex doesn't have jurisdiction, and Pulse X do. In my opinion, that sends freaking Hex absolutely to the stratosphere against the other RH assets. It might not be what you might want to hear. I don't know. Maybe you hold more Pulse or Pulse X. I think Pulse X is the dark horse, is printing an absolute beautiful chart on the monthly. So in the long term, it's going to definitely do phenomenal. But man, Hex, I don't know, guys. Oh, like even let's look here. Let's go to Hex real quick. Right, nice green candles is against the dollar, but let's look at it against Pulse. Of course, I have the line chart. I do. Look at that. Come bounced right off of that, and we've been sending on the daily against Pulse. And then, no, guys, this zone here, a lot of liquidity here. See this right here? All this liquidity back here. There's a lot of trading from the bears and bulls that happened in here. So there will be a lot of protection of this price range. And this could be support against Pulse before the next massive leg up, or it could not. I don't know. Once again, just do the internet. Look at EHEX, guys, 26.83%. Man, you guys calling EHEX dead. Absolutely crazy, man. I've got me a nice bag of EHEX. It's not as big of a bag as my PHEX. My PHEX is beautiful. But EHEX, man, another dark horse in the ecosystem. Like I said, your risk versus reward is massive on that one. Your reward's huge, very low liquidity. People would absolutely pump the crap out of the price with very little money. Your risk is Richard Hart comes out, shits on it again. So keep that in mind as you're purchasing EHEX and holding EHEX. I've taken that risk factor in myself. I'm like, hey, what would happen that is bad for EHEX? And that would be like the worst case scenario. We saw it once already, right? And my favorite meme coin, SolidX, almost at $20 again. Let's go. I knew that $15, $16 range was local bottom on that one too. Just for me personally, my money, the way I speculate. I mean, of course, a whale could have smashed it down, but there was a lot of support in the range that it was here. I'll just take a quick look at it. Now that my chart's load, I have a new computer that's able to process Deck Screener and streaming at the same time. It's amazing what happens when you spend a little money on some tech. But yeah, it came right down in this zone here, guys, right here in this capitulation zone. And that's what told me, see all this back here? All this back here told me that this was probably the local bottom. I mean, obviously it could have come down to this very low capitulation. It was very unlikely because there's so much liquidity in this range right here. So that's what I was seeing. But super cool stuff, man. I love that we're catching a bid. Who knows? There's always somebody at the top, closest to the money, closest to the information, who knows the news before everybody else. Maybe there's some big whales that know when or know what Auntie Carol's Christmas cookies taste like. They know the ingredients in the cookies already. And that information has been leaked somewhere. And that's why we see the prices absolutely pumping, or it could be part of the cycle. That's all it could be too, right? But there's always somebody who knows. Like I remember when the SEC FUD happened, the charts started getting demolished before the news was published. Before it was actually news and public, before it was public, the charts were getting crushed. So what's to say that the opposite won't happen too? Keep that in mind. So the fact that we're seeing these massive green candles, yeah, I mean, you might not think they're massive. I think they're massive. It's all relative, but I think that maybe there's somebody who knows what ingredients are in those cookies. I could be totally wrong too. Who knows, guys? There's 93 of you guys watching. 30 of you over on YouTube. Give me a nice like. Smash the subscribe if you already haven't. This is your first time here. Or if you like to watch my show and not subscribe, which is absolutely crazy. Help the algorithm, bro. Come on, man. Help push us to the stratosphere so I can keep bringing the good word of cryptocurrency as a wealth creation tool. And then in the bull run, guys, you need to know about wealth preservation, right? And we're even working on, for our European folks, we have Chris trying to figure out who you guys could talk to help with your situation when it comes to taxes and wealth preservation. Okay, trust. And so we're trying to network and figure out who we could refer you guys to. We'd make no money on it, don't matter, and that's fine. We just want to help all our European folk too who watch this show, and so we're on that mission of wealth preservation for all of us, and that's going to be very important during this bull run. Right? It's one thing to create the wealth; it's another thing to preserve the wealth. You guys hear me beat that drum until I'm blue in the face, or scream through my megaphone until I'm blue in the face about it. But it's very true. I want to make sure that we're all going on this journey together, and we're all going to capture that wealth and be the one in our families to change the trajectory of our family tree. Let's check in with the chat to see how you guys are doing. We got Mr. Red Squirrel. Oi, what up, brother, man? How you doing, dude? You feeling good today? This is good, man. I got, I think, some bad news. I don't think I'm going to be in China till June, July. It's looking. I think May is the last month of school. I got to check. I'll find my other daughter's schedule. And once I get that, then we'll figure out exactly the dates. But it could be a little bit later than I anticipated just because of the schooling out here in Puerto Rico. We want to take the 2 months off when, go touch our grass for 2 months, during their school break. So I'll keep you in the loop on it, though. Mitch Sprouse, what up, bro, man? Did you buy the dip? I bet you did. Because my man Mitch is over there creating more value to his community, his fellow man and fellow woman, so he could 10x his portfolio in the bear, so he could 100x his life in the bull. That's what he's all about. Let's effing go. ETH needs to get in line and start running. Yeah, man. I don't think it's going to happen until after inauguration. That's when I anticipate it to really start taking place. And more importantly, ETH needs to. We need ETH to run a little bit faster. It doesn't have to be like parabolic gains over Bitcoin, but it needs to be gaining on it. And that's going to give us the altcoin season. And so we're still holding the line for that. And maybe the RH ecosystem's front running that a little bit. And maybe that's where this pump is coming from. And but we need that, man. We definitely need ETH to go. We have 317,000 Ethereum. In fact, I think it's a little bit less. I think it's like 313,000. There was some ETH that got off-ramped into a Binance. That's funny. I know one big entity that uses Binance for his off and on ramping, and for some reason the Godwell wallet used it as the same as the other entity. That's funny. Binance, but he off ramped a few thousand or a couple thousand ETH or something like that. And who knows what that purpose was for? But there's still a lot of ETH around. There's definitely over 300,000 Ethereum waiting, chilling, hanging out, trying to catch a bid against Bitcoin. Geez, if that ever happens. So you can come over here and help support this ecosystem. That may or may not happen. I don't know, but maybe it will. We'll see. Diamond Hand Degenerate, the third best. Green lights confirmed. We do have green lights confirmation, man. We are pumping. We started pumping last night. It's funny, man. I sleep easy. For some reason, red days are like, I don't even want to look at nothing. I don't even want to go on Twitter, even though I do sometimes. But you go to sleep. I go to sleep easy. And then when it's pumping at night, and when we're like, damn it, it's hard for me to go to bed. I want to keep checking Twitter. I want to see, is there news that I don't know about? What's going on right now? This is awesome. And yeah, I always check in on the mood anyways. Check my pulse, blue collar crypto. What up, bro? How we doing? Let's effing go. Good morning. Yeah, good morning to you, good sir. And there's another fellow entrepreneur, contractor out there trying to create more value in the world so he can 100x his life via crypto. That is the plan. What is shaking Hexakins? Man, the Hexakins are feeling good right now. Pumping pretty hard. I love me some Hex, man. I'm so glad I went heavy on it. when Mr. Dylan made his rap song at the bottom. Called the bottom perfect in that, man. The Ascending Man DJ Roundtable. How we doing? You guys over in, if you're not subscribed to the DJ Roundtable, you're missing out. Those guys have a lot of great content over there. The Ascending Man, Zenith, all those guys. It's awesome. And I feel like it's undervalued. Like there's not enough subs over there, not enough people who watch it, in my opinion. So like everyone who watches my show, go over watch their show. It's awesome. All season wave 1 pump happening. Man, this is the very beginnings of it, huh? Could be. Although I would like to see ETH, the gain on Bitcoin for confirmation. I think the trauma of last cycle sells us down early March. Yeah, well, that's also to that point, March to April-ish now, because it's kind of getting pushed later at this tab. Altcoin season 1 will have like its top. And so it's very feasible that we top out a little early because of this point. I mean, maybe when we start early, right? That's fine. Keep your eye on it. And there's a lot of guys who are still like just, probably wanting to exit. That first altcoin season will allow us to get like a lot of these bag holders who are looking to dump, let them out, and then continue the way up in altcoin season number 2, all the way up to whatever, I don't know, price targets that, you can listen to whatever influencer you want as far as projections. I don't try to give projections. I don't like them, but, that's where that nice parabolic move could happen. And it gives us time for all the kinks and to be worked out, right? The 5 things that are on the rocket ship that I talk about all the time. The engines that need to be fired off. We're just sitting on this rocket ship waiting to go. 1, Donald Trump, becoming president, which happened, but inauguration is now what we're waiting for to take place as far as that first engine. Engine number 2 is some clarity around the SEC case, which is, I feel like we got some with Auntie Carol in that last court date, and whether it be a jurisdiction dismissal or whether it be SEC coming in and saying, hey, this is garbage, the new SEC chairman, this is garbage, throw it out. Or, the worst case scenario is going to summary judgment and in a few months be on our way anyways, because even Nuclear Herbs says that he doesn't see how any way this stuff, carries on, so which is good. So that'll be number 3. Number 4, ETH catching a bid, which we just talked about. We need ETH to go, especially against Bitcoin. We need those ETH ETFs to get real positive against Bitcoin, and that absolutely would send things parabolic. And then number 5 is privacy pools. Privacy pools have been tested over on testnet v4, and we want to see that stuff come to fruition, which we might not see it until after the SEC clarity, right? I'm sure he's got a big old laundry list that he wants to do, including like a wallet. Remember that? He had envisioned that way back in the day. Whether he wants to do that now or not, I don't know. But we'll see. I'm sure he's got things he wants to check mark off. And one of them definitely is privacy pools. And they're testing over there. The PulseX deployer address has been testing on testnet v4. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I think that could be massive, right? It lets whales know, hey, you come in and play in this ecosystem without being front run, right? It's like having Monero blockchain and Ethereum blockchain all rolled up in one. We'd be the first to party with something. So that'd be the 5th rocket engine. And if all those fire off, this year, you're going to see just absolutely parabolic gains. I don't know what parabolic means. That's different for everybody, but it would be life changing. That's for sure. Urban Productions, why would they go after people with days left? Just shows they're scummy. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, man, and I just don't understand it. I mean, dude, seriously, the freaking guy should go to jail for it, right? For wasting our time and money on purpose. What, dude? What? So I got to give you $42,000 here in 2 weeks for you to go do shit like this. Yeah, good job, bro. Yeah, good job. Hey, my man, Crypto Compassion. Hey, what's going on, brother, man? Another fellow streamer, guys. If you're not watching the shit show, go over and subscribe. Give these guys support. They beat the drum. They scream through a megaphone of their own, preaching the good word of everything Pulse Chain. And so it's a good show. I went on their open mic the other day, and I plan on attending more. So We shall see, sir. The 5-minute chart, ETH is still cooked. I don't know why. Man, it's that OTA saying, though, like the longer a chart goes sideways or is depressed, the more parabolic it goes. Dude, like, so the more we stay down here depressed against Bitcoin, does that mean we just go harder when the time comes? I don't know. It's something to think about, though, right? Well, I would love to see Ethereum go to $17,000 this cycle. Holy shit. Hold on to your shorts, man. With all the other rocket engines firing off, right, at the same time, yeah, then maybe you can go into those crazy, wild predictions on 100Xs, 1000Xs. I don't know, right? Like, it could be insane. That's where generational wealth will happen all across the board for the people who understand how to control generational wealth. Otherwise, for some people, it'll be a bunch of cocaine and hookers. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. I get it. I used to do that back in the day. I was in that boat. I was an addict at one point in time, and not anymore. So my family's my addiction. My business is my addiction. Crypto's my addiction. You guys are my addiction. This show's my addiction. Got a lot of good, healthy addictions. Health in the gym is my addiction. Speaking of which, I want to touch on that real quick. Man, through my research and due diligence in the health arena, you guys know I've been doing a lot of peptides, on supplements, go to the gym all the time. Another huge innovation in the health medicine 3.0 is what I like to call it, is bioregulators. Look it up for you health guys who are trying to maximize living longer. I want to live to 150. Remember, I believe we need two things in this life to be able to accomplish our vision, our dreams, our God's purpose here on earth. What matters most is creating memories and experiences with our loved ones. And the two things we need, man, is health. Shit, you need health and you need wealth. That's it. Right? And you need a good mental framework too, and some spirituality. And that's, we won't get too deep into that today, but like those two things, you focus on those, man, it's massive. And so bioregulators, so I'll give you a quick overview. Peptides target the entire body for an outcome. For example, you're like, hey, I want to create more muscle through my workouts. Well, you could take a peptide that helps stimulate the HGH in your body, which is the human growth hormone, in a natural way. What the pituitary gland turns on more. Maybe it's been turning off because you're getting older, whatever. And it helps, in a natural way through amino acids, get that going. So that way you can create more muscle all throughout your body. What bioregulators do is it specifically targets organs. So if you have like, okay, my liver, for me, like I'm concerned about my liver because 25 to 30 years of drugs and alcohol wasn't the nicest thing I could have done to my body. Well, I could take a bioregulator that's a multiple of short amino acid peptides that targets and rebuilds the liver. That kind of jumpstarts the things to rejuvenate the liver. As we get older, all these things kind of drop off a cliff, and you can do things to help keep yourself younger. And bioregulators is one of them, or reverse the damage. And so that's something I'm deep down the rabbit hole right now. I'll be doing a lot more research on, and I'm going to be doing some bioregulators. So what's cool about the bioregulators is that peptides, most of it is injections. You have to do it subcutaneously, which is like right in your stomach to the fat. Sub-Qs, and that are what they call it. And bioregulators is just a pill because it's short amino acids, and your gut does not have problem digesting without breaking the amino acids up. Where in peptides, those are long amino acids, and your gut will break them up. So you have to bypass the digestive system through injections. Well, the bioregulators, you can just take a pill, right? So what do you want to do? You have cardiovascular issues in your family, or do you have cardiovascular issues? You can use a bioregulator for it. Do you have breathing problems because your lungs are weak, or maybe you're a smoker, or there's a bioregulator for that, right? Your liver, we just talked about that. Your pancreas, do you have type 2 diabetes? Or actually the liver would be more of a type 2 diabetes type organ, but maybe your pancreas, you want to give it some extra support. That is what makes the insulin in your body. There's a bioregulator for that. And even for your mental alertness, or the not the pituitary gland, but the pineal gland to help with melatonin, to help with the things that give us more of that spiritual lift in our life. There's a bioregulator for that. It's amazing what this stuff's been created. All this stuff was being created in Russia for the last 20 to 40 years, and they've been using it out there to basically become superhuman. And now the United States is finally starting to kind of catch on. We're a little behind, as always, like we're behind in crypto. And now they're catching on and starting, okay, well, let's see what this stuff is. And, the FDA obviously has not approved it yet, and I don't anticipate them approving it anytime soon, because this is going to be a direct conflict for the way we do medicine now, which is like you do medicine now by you by you having a problem and then the problem getting diagnosed, where this type of stuff, medicine 3.0 is diagnosing and doing preventive maintenance before it comes a problem. Yeah, that hurts their pocketbook. But enough about the health stuff. Look at bioregulators for the guys who are following me, because you're into the health stuff. It's super cool. I'm going down the rabbit hole. So my man, Crypto Coffee, what up, bro? Fellow Islander. Let's go have some kava. I think this Thursday, man, I got to confirm. They opened up a kava bar in San Juan, and I might be doing Crypto Thursday there this Thursday. So I'll let you know, man. If you're on the island, I'm not sure if you're on the island. I tickled the like button. Y'all tickets. Come on, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Smash it up. Let's get the algorithm going. I appreciate your Crypto Coffee. And I know all you guys are subscribed to Crypto Coffee. And if you're not, you're absolutely insane. He puts in so much good work for this community. It is just, there's no one out there pumping our bags like this man right here. So we appreciate it. K-Crypto, Trump to revamp crypto policy in May, pause enforcement. That is probably why RH coins are rallying hard. Yeah, man, that's that second stop in the road, right, that we talk about. And I feel like that's a pretty hard stop to get through, because they already said the only reason why they wouldn't assess it or review it is because if it's a DOJ case or a criminal case, which we are not, which I said multiple times in the show, even though our fellow Cardano buddy likes to tell us differently. I don't care what other people think. It's what's factual, and those factual documents that are on their desk when they start reviewing stuff. So we'll see what happens, man. Blood moon, win moon. We just had a full moon, didn't we, Yo Mackie? It looked like a full moon out here in Puerto Rico. Absolutely beautiful. I was trying to go out every night and just kind of, meditate a bit before I go to bed. It's how I calm my thoughts. And yeah, man, it's been gorgeous. But this is also like, once again, man, the moon cycles kind of fall in line with our pumps and dumps, man. Brett Powers, let's go. Pulse Chain, let's go. Pulse Chain, man. And I know, man, you're Mr. PTGC. That shit is ripping to the moon. I don't have a bag, but I am happy for you guys that do have a bag. It's awesome, man. It is absolutely awesome for you guys. Still amazed RH didn't go in on E sub $1,000. Yeah, man. I mean, hey. Yeah, he had plenty of time way back in the day in the bear market. I say 2,000 because like that 1,000, bro, was like, it was a spur of a moment. You had to get in there. It hit like 900 and some dollars for a very brief moment in the bear market. But he had plenty of time at the $2,000 mark. Man, it's whatever it is. It is what it is, dude. He's not going to call the perfect bottom and top every single time. He's a human. Right? He's human like us. And so like you can get good at it. It's like the 80-20 rule, right? Like 80% you're correct, maybe 20% you're wrong when you're an expert at something. And that's kind of like it falls in this range. And he missed on that one. It's no big deal. Because there's two wallets, man, with over 300,000 Ethereum. Like, dude, that's a lot. Dude, that's more than what Justin Sun's got. And Justin Sun's one of the top Ethereum holders in ETH land, right? Like, he's like the guy. Right? And so like we own more than him. We own more than Vitalik himself personally. Maybe not the ETH Foundation. I'm not sure what they hold. Alan May, what up, bro? More and more Ivor medicine curing cancer. About to get my mom some this month, man. Dude, do it. Do it. Research. The medicine and doctors that we know of today, they're just, man, basically it comes down to it. It's all about money and scams. That's all it is, dude. They don't fix shit. And more so than not, they cause more problems with their medicine than they fix. So you want to get under the hood, hope ideally early to do preventive maintenance. But if you can't, then yeah, still there's still time, just dependent on how severe the situation is, man. But yeah, you'll be in my prayers, man, because my mom, she passed 3 years ago. It's one of the hardest things when that happened, man. It was tough for me and the whole family. It sucked. Chauncey, anything that you use for meniscus and back problems, absolutely, man. BPC 157 and TB 500 peptides. They're injections, and what they do, they call them the Wolverine peptides. BPC 157 is more on the soft tissue, on the healing of soft tissue to help accelerate that healing process. And TB 500 is more of the ligaments that are connected to the bone. If you want bone, you're gonna have to go more the bioregulator route, which is just a pill that can help support the bone health. But as far as like ligaments and soft tissue, BPC 157 and TB 500. I would recommend taking BPC 157 in the morning when you wake up on an empty stomach, and take a TB 500 right before you go to bed. Ideally, also like at least 2 or 3 hours since you last ate, so those peptides can get in your system, really work their magic without all the sugar in your blood. Athanasios, we appreciate, I hope I probably butchered your name, Athanasios. Athanasios. We appreciate the effort for us, the European people, keeping the good. Yeah, man, he's working on it, and I'll re-engage the conversation again. So that way you guys have somebody to go to and talk about this stuff with. There's not a lot of people out there who do this type of work. It's kind of funny, right? It's weird. But there's not. And so, yeah, if we can find, and I think we will find somebody who out there who creates these kind of trusts or does something like that for you guys and help you preserve some of those freaking taxes, man, and keep your money working for you, the better. I have lower back issues and meniscus issues. Yeah, man, totally. The Wolverine, it's called the Wolverine stack in the peptide community. Looking for some natural supplements that actually work, and it's all natural. They're amino acids that your body already makes. You're just going in and supplementing those amino acids the same way like you would supplement vitamin C when you have a cold. So when you have a cold, you take the extra, even though you're getting vitamin C from your food, your body's able to gather vitamin C. But when you get that extra boost of vitamin C through a supplement, when you have a cold, it helps you defeat that cold, right? That virus that's in your body. This is no different. You're coming in there, you're just supplementing, you're giving it a boost, and it can go out there and do the work that it was intended to do. That's all it is. Very natural. Hex Monkey, I need help. I'm a pulsaholic, bro. So am I, bro. Shit. It is unreal. I'm a hexaholic, a pulsaholic, a pulsexaholic, an inkaholic. I still have my yield farm going over there. I would like to pull it if ink can gain on Pulse X, which I think it will. It hit the 786 level. So I'm waiting for that reversal to kind of really take place. I will pull that liquidity eventually in the bull run, hopefully before we get too parabolic. But man, I am too, man. And it's the one thing they say, know thyself. Anything I do in life, I go freaking all in on. I have a very addictive personality, which serves me in life, in business, serves me in life with relationships with my family, serves me in life with crypto, with you guys, right? A lot of things it serves me well on, and where it doesn't serve me, the addiction personality is in drugs and alcohol. Didn't serve me very well there. It's all right. Know thyself. Know thyself and put those bad traits to good use. RH is the GOAT. I agree, man. There is no doubt in my head about that one. Love the guy. I think Trump in Q1 will executive order a bunch of crypto regulations that will allow an XRP and SOL ETF, which will encourage big money to invest in ETH. That would be insane. That would be absolutely parabolic gains in the entire ecosystem. Right now, the narrative is XRP is kind of like the blue chip front runner of altcoins. And I can't even imagine that going to the freaking moon. Man, I think 10K would be like conservative if these things transpire. Could be wrong. Who knows? This pump will also cause the early sellers to FOMO back into the market at leverage rates and cause of a super altcoin season wave 2. Yes, with a lot less coins. Don't sell your bags. Jeez. Especially at the bottom, man. It's crazy. Like that Hex guy. That was wild, man. I was like, what? I mean, I get it. He's extracted $20 million. Great. So what's the hurry then? Okay, you're already probably 10, 15 million in. Like, what's your hurry, man? DCA out, man. Sell $1 million a day or something. Like, baffles the brain. You spend all your money on blow and hookers already, dude? Is that what you did? You need the money now? That bad? Like, that's not, like, what? Unless you're broke. How are you broke? RTS afternoon, Corey in. Oh, what up, man? Chauncey, thank you. I will order some right now. I'm Googling it. They're a specific brand. With the peptides, no. Do your due diligence, though. Make sure. So I use a company for the peptide side, not the bioregulator side. I'll get you guys that info when I get it. Let me look at Limitless Biotech. I don't know all where they deliver to, if they're in your region. Limitless Biotech has really good peptides. So they have third-party audits, kind of like crypto. You guys get third-party audits on their peptides to ensure their potency and that they're real, right? And so about Limitless Biotech, they do a really good job. Another one that does a really good job is Chimera Chemicals is another one I've used and ordered from that I've been very pleased with. Chimera with a K, it's like K-I-M-E-R. If you Google around, you'll find it. They're another one. So you can, between those two, try to figure out like who has like or who delivers to where you live, and because they don't deliver everywhere, right? And a lot of peptide places don't deliver to Puerto Rico, so I'll just have them sent to my sister in Arizona, and then she send it. But like Limitless, they deliver here in Puerto Rico, so maybe they deliver to you. Arrow Z, we win with great hearts, man. I love that. I agree. How I made thoughts on Trump ERS. Is this the year we cancel income tax? Oh man, who knows, man? You can move back to the U.S. I mean, I'm moving back to the U.S. probably regardless because of this trust that we're going to be implementing. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing to consider. The thing is, like, okay, if he does it, he's talking about like, oh, it's going to be American-based crypto. It's like, what qualifies for American-based crypto? I don't know. Like, we're DeFi. I don't know. Yeah, the odds of like saying, okay, everything in the Pulse Chain ecosystem is tax-free now in the United States, in my honest opinion, the odds of it happening are probably very slim. So I'll make sure I have things in place, like being in Puerto Rico, here in Puerto Rico, right? Like that's definitely an out. Another out would be this trust. And so I hope it does come to fruition, though. Either way, man, I'm probably like, I might do another year here. Who knows? Year and a half to lock in next year. We'll see. I know we're going to China for a while, and then we might move back to the U.S. Seems like you know thyself too. I try, man. Always learning. Always learning. We never completely know everything about ourselves. It takes a lot of inner work, a lot of realization, a lot of ownership, responsibility of owning up on things that, the mistakes you made in your life, all that stuff. It's a tough journey, but a very fruitful one. YouTube user, not health advice, but do you have a list of life preservation things that you're doing or taking, basically a one-stop shop to research all your findings? I don't have a one-stop shop for like me, man. Like I don't coach this stuff. I don't teach it. I talk about it on the stream with you guys. This is all for my personal. And so like, I know all the stuff that I've researched, and that I'm interested in. And I haven't put it like on a big old Google form or a doc or something like that. I just got done doing the peptide cycles of epitalin, and that was great. That extends your telomeres, which extends your life. I did MOT seeds, another peptide, which helps the gut biome. That was a good one. And SS31. So these are all like gut biome and things to help extend your life. So epitalin, MOTC, and SS31 are all like longevity type peptides you can take to help kind of wind back the clock, if you will, a little bit. And there's a lot of data and proof that it does that. Of course, not in medicine 2.0, but in medicine 3.0. These Russian guys over there, man, they've been on this over 20 years, and they have a lot of data. So that guy should have used actuator finest. No shit, man. Instead of dumping that much extra, or just, man, just something as stupid as DCA. Like, how bad do you need that extra couple $1 million? You've already made 15 million or plus. Like, really? Do you need, like, is all your money gone? It's all gone, man. Jeez. Dollar cost average out at the very least. You can set B3 liquidity. Yeah, you can use actuator, which is a great way to take some loans. You can also, I think that's only if you have HSIs, though, if I remember right. Also, you could go to like, what's the Hex protocol? You can get a loan against that Power City made. That the EARN, no, not EARN. Is it EARN? You guys can help me with that. I can't remember. You put your Hex in the contract, and you can take a loan in their stable coin, and you could do that. Brizology talks about that all the time. Where Flex, thank you, NJ Dub, thank you. And YouTube, yeah, Flex, where you're only leaving like a 10% roughly on the table. But man, when you smash the sell order like that, he left a lot more than 10% of the table and crushed the price chart. Like, there's just so many different smarter ways to take profits. And we've seen people do it the smarter ways. We've seen people use stuff like Flex. And it's funny that this guy did not. He's just like, man, I think he just he got scared and he's broke. I don't know. We're pumping. Look, we're pumping right after he sold. Jeez, what's the hell's going on, man? These guys are crazy. DCA and the SEC FUD bottom was the move, and I did, man. I did it. It sucked. That shit sucked, bro. But I was doing it. I'd moved to Puerto Rico. I just moved my family. I had to I had to make like the conviction, like to stick with the game plan. Like that was the game plan to keep DCAing on the monthly. And it sucked, man, because the SEC thing hit. And I was like, oh, here's another 20 racks. Here's another 20 racks. I just kept doing it. Oh, my God. I feel like I was throwing out their garbage, right? But I kept doing it because, like, you got to stick through your business plan, your conviction, your faith, your, whatever your vision is. And I knew this was still the right place at the right time. So this, no shit, dude. This is God's honest truth. Not all wealth is smart money. Yeah. And not all small money is dumb money. I've seen small money make very smart decisions with their money, and it's funny how this works, man. And I think that's all part of like that. This guy probably didn't have like the good mental framework to lock in this wealth. He probably has not done the work, and he's probably wrecked already. I don't know how. And that's why he's selling so fast. Like, what, dude? You got $20 million off of 60 grand. I think what the number was, like 65 grand. And man, you're broke. What the frick is going on, man? How are you broke? But bad decisions, that's hell. Once again, 45 of you guys on the YouTube, hit the like, smash the subscribe. Come on, man, help the algorithm. I'm gonna hop off, go grab a lunch. I got one of my buddies coming over who's also a Hexican Pulsican, Mr. Ivan. He's a good dude. He's actually a local here. Got onboarded by a whale here, and now he's a good friend of mine. He came over for lunch. He's in the area, and we're gonna have a good time talking about Pulse Chain. 123 guys on Twitter. Come on, give me a retweet. It'd be awesome. And once again, guys, this is the loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain, screaming about our bags and screaming about wealth preservation and legacy wealth. That's what we're passionate about over here. And having the best journey and the most fun that we possibly can have. Guys, don't forget to have fun. Like, don't be serious. Have fun. We're all, on this lifeboat journey together. If you're too serious in life, that also will cause an early death. Okay? Learn how to have fun. Lighten up. Touch some grass, as they say. So guys, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys mañana. Enjoy the freaking pump. Peace.